Ladies and gentlemen, viewers of all ages, it has been 9 long weeks, 9 competitive weeks going on to lead to our point to where we are today here at the precipice of week 10 getting underway. All playoff hopes and dreams are on the line just about from everybody across the board. And bringing you the start of week 10 is none other than myself, K1's house, in the booth, about to bring you some fantastic play-by-play action. But what is play-by-play without some beautiful color? And here beside me in the booth is the ever so famous Masamoon. Masamoon, we have already 10 lively viewers. Why don't you give a bow to the crowd?
Hey y'all, QRLS faithful. It's wonderful to be here with you guys tonight. You know, it's kind of mind-blowing how every week it seems like we're we're just, we're blowing things out of proportion with our excitement levels, but it just seems like there is not a single lull in this season. Here we are the week before the end of the regular season, and we still have playoff spots on the line. What more can you ask for?
I honestly can't think of much more. I'm just so happy to be here in the booth, bringing this to you. We've got a lot bringing you here on a Monday afternoon, excuse me. So yes, welcome to your Monday nights, everybody. And we have tonight we got two back-to-back matches, an 8 p.m. match followed by an 8:30 match. We have the Rocketeers at and HammerHeads clashing at the top of the hour, followed by a very spicy Kings Speed Demons matchup with a lot of playoff implications here. And Moss, I know you've been following the playoffs in the playoff race very closely. The Hammerheads, one of the few teams to be eliminated from the playoffs currently, and the Rocketeers trailing just behind, need to have a very nice night and have to hope for the worst of the rest of the individuals um, in their prospective race so far. So the Rocketeers Hammerheads matchup coming at us right here at the top of the hour. What's on the plate for the Rocketeers going into this one?
It's not often that you get to emphasize how much a an eliminated team can impact the remainder of the season, let alone the playoffs. But the Hammerheads, who have been eliminated, can literally decide who goes to the playoffs and who goes to the finals. The Three Rocketeers coming off of I wish I could say decisive victory over the Headhunters based off Slurpy Snail's first two game performances because he just made them look like they didn't know where they were. But they got a two to one victory over the Headhunters, so now they need to sweep the Hammerheads and either have the Gold Diggers or the Headhunters get swept in Week 10 for the Three Rocketeers to make it into the playoffs. So it's kind of like a combination of factors that the Three Rocketeers need. They need to sweep tonight to ensure their playoff hopes stay alive. So the Hammerheads, the power is in their hands.
And that's a lot of power to have as a team. Um, a lot of power to have as a team who's effectively eliminated here. And the Hammerhead team, Billy Bob Eagle and Night Leaper, obviously right now their playoff hopes are over, but they have a lot moving into next season, and there's a lot of drama behind going into next season. With that said, as a captain in Billy Bob and a future captain yourself, what kind of thoughts does Billy Bob have going into next season with the lineup he has now, and what momentum does he want to carry over into that next season?
You know, it's difficult to say because who knows what the squads are gonna look like next season, right? Obviously, Billy Bob has Eagle and Night Leaper, but uh, as we move into the new season, we have four expansion teams coming down the line. Who knows what other hint changes to the draft criteria are gonna be revealed sooner or later. So uh, the what his strategy is going to be could be right now could be completely different from what it is moving forward. Right now, he has obviously Eagle and Night Leaper to uh, pretty disparate skill sets MMR wise, but a surprising level of balance that Night Leaper has brought on. Right, everybody kind of scoffed at him, being I think his MMR is like in the high 300s, compared to his teammates in the mid thousands range. But he has proven to be an amazing asset this season, the season of the rookies, right? Night Leaper and RL Zombie leading that charge. So
You're
uh,
exactly right, and a
well,
lot of rookie play. But speaking of new to the field, Slurpy Snail rocking the Batmobile gets an early goal here to put them ahead of the Headhunters. Not something the Headhunters like to do, playing from behind. As Slurpy Snail able to ensure an early lead for his team, and this coming off a Player of the Week performance, I believe, from him last week.
yeah, absolutely. I don't think that he's going to, rest on his laurels by any means whatsoever. Let's see if he can bring the same kind of tenacity to this week's matchup.
No doubt, as Slurpy Snail with a big 50 sends this one downfield toward the net. Unable to get to it, his Night Leaper. Slurpy Snail now extends the lead by 2. 4 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock.
So dangerous. As soon as you see that the man carrying the ball has somewhat lost control of his mid-flight, you gotta head back to your net, because who knows what could happen.
And no hesitation from Slurpy Snail as he's able to push that lead, trying to get his team desperately into this playoff spot as he sends another one back down to his previous teammate. Billy Bob is able to collect on his own side. RL Zombie seems to be rocking the flannel tonight. Makes it a little harder to see his car as Billy Bob sends this one downfield. Collecting in his quarter will be Zovri. Zovri sending it high in the air. Tries to now clear it off the wall, but disrupting is the rookie Night Leaper, a captain of next season. Eagle now putting a shot on. Slurpy Snail, a great save. Turns to a pass. RL Zombie just unable to capitalize.
Too difficult of a pass for the rookie there to catch up on, but I really like what I'm seeing, honestly, out of both teams. You wouldn't think of it from the scoreline, but the Hammerheads are not giving up any easy shots. I think the goals that they've given up have been, kind of unfortunate, the result of unfortunate 50-50s. Let's see if they can make some more definitive shots on net.
No doubt, as now RL Zombie tries to get the clear. Billy Bob sending high into the air, tries to find the double tap. Unable to off a good defensive effort from Slurpy Snail, but following quickly as Eagle puts it high in the air. Feint Zovri, a.k.a. Zovri, with a good save. Now desperate to clear this ball, is able to, as now Eagle will try to keep the offense alive, and Slurpy Snail finds a big clear for his team to reset their offense.
A risky return to net from Billy Bob there as he almost pre-flips into the shot on his own net. They really need to kind of, regather themselves and try to get some counterattack pressure on this amazing 3 Rocketeers. Pressure is so free with the ridiculous redirect from an upfield pass by Zombie. You cannot position it any better than that.
Eagle unable to predict that one. What a shot from Zovri off a fantastic pass. Really just goes to show the chemistry building on this team as they continue their momentum. And this team has just been so fun to watch thus far. Slurpy Snail flies through, moving unlike any snail I've ever seen, very, very quickly to get that save.
I know what you're talking about. Slurpy Snail is clearly the super snail. I think that he's redefining snail speed as we speak, with his 3 Rocketeer squad. A level of chemistry perhaps unseen this season yet.
Absolutely. Hashtag snail speed seems to be moving quite rapidly in popularity amongst the league, as Slurpy Snail, one of the most fun players to watch, as he blasts another one on net. Credit him the hat trick for nothing.
This man almost accomplished a double hat trick in game 1 of last week, and he drops the hattie in the first 3.5 minutes of game 1 in week 10. What can you do to stop him?
Some players, they get nervous around playoff times, but Slurpy Snail seems to be playing even more himself. And this is what we love to see out here, is now Billy Bob, an MVP candidate in his own right, tries to push this one downfield, slapped away by his former teammate Slurpy Snail yet again, who now RL Zombie putting a shot up in the air, tries to follow, gets a tap backwards. Eagle, Billy Bob, Slurpy Snail all in the air. Billy Bob able to get the win, puts it on net, unable to get it cleared is Slovery as he gets the very unfortunate and aptly dubbed Sir Brone goal into his own net.
You know, it wouldn't really be it wouldn't be a proper week if we didn't get a Sir Brone goal and Zovri for I think the his second week of play in a row. He was substituted out last week, but his second week of play in a row gets a beautiful Brone goal, just to make it not a complete blowout by the three Rocketeers.
Absolutely. Tries to get one on the board, and it could be the momentum that the HammerHeads need to get back into this one. Eagle trying to find a cheeky redirect, unable to now. Gets a good 50 off Zombie. Pushing it forward is Night Leaper as he now plays the corner, very patient against Zovri. However, Zovri is able to come away with this one, passing across field. Billy Bob disrupting, however, now sends this one mid. Eagle tries to find a shot. Zombie able to clear away, and a beautiful demo from Billy Bob puts the Rocketeers in a disadvantage and now are able to convert this and push an offense, but Mass, with only 30 seconds left, it would take an absolute miracle to get this one. Right now, they're just hoping for momentum.
Yeah, this match is all but done for the HammerHeads. At this point, the best they can hope for is to get some momentum going for game 2 and try to recognize what their shortcomings were. It's a beautiful double tap from, I think that was from Billy Bob, just sets him up for a very clean, just kind of final put in there as Night Leaper with calculated mind game on the defensive end.
I didn't even see that. It looked like Zovri even hit him on the way up. He finished that one through contact. Credit him an and one. However, unfortunately, here in the QRLS and in Rocket League, that is not credited. No free shots here. Nothing free in the QRLS. However, the Rocketeers are able to steal this one away from the HammerHeads, coming off the back of Slurpy Snail, pulling away with a hat trick in this one. And what a matchup, and way to come out here from the Rocketeers, showing that last week wasn't just a fluke. No, this team is solid, and they're continuing this march to the playoffs.
Yeah, it honestly, this is kind of what we were expecting of the Rocketeers in the week 3 shuffle that occurred when they picked up Zombie and Zombie. But you gotta wonder what the HammerHeads are thinking. You saw a lot of Billy Bob just kind of cutting rotation, trying to manhandle the HammerHeads offensive effort. And I don't think that's what Slurpy's doing. I think that he's doing it the correct way. He's allowing this team to position him well for his offensive prowess to shine. And I think Billy Bob would he would reap the benefits of doing the same.
Absolutely right. The tale of two teammates, the three Rocketeers and HammerHeads, have been thus far through this season. And Slurpy Snail has definitely done a great job turning his team around in ways I don't think a lot of people necessarily expected, as you mentioned before. But it has been so much fun watching this team play and grow. Some of the best chemistry we've seen here on the pitch. However, we have more to play as we have another matchup getting ready to get underway now. The HammerHeads down 1. What do they need to do to try to come back against these Rocketeers?
Honestly, none of the Rocketeers' goals were particularly, not to denigrate them in any way, but they weren't particularly impressive, with the exception of Zavri's redirect off of the RL zombie pass. But the remaining shots were just really products of HammerHead's misplays or mispositioning. So I think as long as they regain their composure and they recognize the fact that they have some real star talent on their team, I think that they can pull this out. But Slurpy is, he's there to prove me wrong as always, as he just gets a beautiful, purposeful pass to himself up the sidewall, followed by an easy pop on the third man. Slurpy just can do no wrong in these last few weeks.
Man playing like a, he's really truly playing like a man possessed right now. The hashtag snail speed has been doing a lot for them now. Snail Speed, almost want to put that on a t-shirt. Want to take this moment here, speaking about t-shirts, we do now officially have a QRLS merch store. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, by popular demand. We have opened up the QRLS merch store. Link to that is down in the description. Very exciting stuff, but not nearly as exciting as the play we're seeing before us here as Night Leap are able to find this clear. RL Zombie perfectly positioned for this one to field it, puts it into the midfield, tries to find Slurpy Snail, however, a very patient Snail, staying back, allowing Eagle to clear, collects the ball. A misread of the defense,
No.
and Slurpy Snail will sneak yet another one in and take a 2-goal lead for his Rocketeers.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. Billy Bob needs to allow his defender to get the easy save. Night Leaper, you know, he was facing the wrong direction, but that was a slow bounce. He could have very easily just backflipped into that to get it out of position. But Billy Bob just catapults him into the other side of the field, and you know he makes up for it with a beautiful redirect off the top of the crossbar. But those are just simple mistakes the Hammerheads can't afford to make at this point in the season.
A great job from Billy Bob there to get that one and to make up for the miscommunication on the defensive end. However, they're still down one, and now possibly more as Eagle comes diving in. Diving in beautifully like an eagle to save that one. RL Zombie now with a redirect. Billy Bob sends this one clear across field, forcing the Rocketeers defense to work a little bit. Slurpy Snail now taking control, playing the game a bit slower. Bringing this one, tries to get it mid, passing to RL Zombie. Zombie tries to find the corner, unable to. Eagle with a good defensive effort, able to beat the offense, now pushes an offense of his own, passes mid, but RL Zombie, fantastic predictive defense, gets this one cleared, as now the offense will be forced to reset.
You see the Rocketeers just, you know, doing what they're supposed to do, spacing out, not, you know, they're confiding in each other. They're allowing their teammates to make the save, to take the shot, to do the assist, and that's what you need to do. It doesn't matter the disparity of skill in your team. This is not a one-man show by any means.
Without a doubt, is now you just see how the Rocketeers playing very fundamental Rocket League right now. Gives Zovri an open shot. A good defensive effort from Night Leaper. Unable to get the clear properly. Slurpy Snail able to tack on yet another. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a second hat trick in as many games from the captain, Slurpy Snail.
You see Slurpy just keeping his distance. That's all you gotta do. You gotta keep your distance from the center of action, from the center of play, and shots will open up. Holes in the defense will open up. Slurpy seems to have figured this out in spades, and he's punishing the Hammerheads for every misplay.
Slurpy Snail, if you talk about holes in the defense, Slurpy Snail has made the Hammerheads look like Swiss cheese tonight. But with 2 minutes still left and shots like this coming in, the Hammerheads are far from out of this one. They have not lost yet, and Billy Bob is marching off a fantastic backboard pass from Eagle, keeping it high above the defense, and able to put in a nice, easy shot just betwixt the diving defenders.
That's what I want to see. I want to see a little bit of space, a little bit of confidence in your teammates from Billy Bob and Eagle. And, you know, that paid off in spades immediately as we see a beautiful shot off the assist off the top of the crossbar from Eagle.
And Billy Bob now able to beat the defense, gets a nice double tap, has the ball centered. Is he able to finish? Puts it behind Slurpy Snail just wide of the net. What could have been a great equalizer, deflated by some solid defense there. Is now Billy Bob forced to collect on his own side. A very dangerous touch, seemed calculated perhaps, as now this ball continues to stay in the Hammerheads' half. Zovri with a good shot, but an even better save from Billy Bob. The offensive prowess right now just flying in there, but the Hammerheads are playing perfect bend, don't break defense.
An Eagle will not, you know, rest on his laurels with 1 goal down and a minute remaining. You really cannot take anything for granted. Billy Bob continuing that pressure. You gotta wonder if they can really pull this victory out on the Rocketeers that need a sweep for their playoff hopes.
You're exactly right now, they're only up one with 53 seconds left. The name of the game right now is possession, as Billy Bob sends this one a great clear downfield. Slurpy Snail, not a lot of boost, trying to collect in his own half, able to grab the corner now, tries to find the clear, unable to get the jump off an awkward bounce from the corner. Now it's up to Zovri to get this one cleared from his side. Good control off the wall, does exactly that, sending it right back, however, is Eagle. This ball's midfield, 30 seconds will tick down as Billy Bob controls, tries to blast one on net. Slurpy Snail unable to. Corner pocket, says Billy Bob.
Oh my word. There's nowhere on that net that Slurpy Snail did not have covered except for the absolute bottom right corner of the net. What positioning.
3-3, 26 seconds left on the clock. Dead even 50 goes slightly to the advantage of the Hammerheads. Collecting in his corner is Zovri now. Gets it over Night Leaper. Billy Bob there, however. This now floats in the midfield. It's a race to the ball. Slurpy Snail able to win. Puts it off the backboard. Eagle unable to get there. It's a scoreable ball. However, Billy Bob has now taken control with 9 seconds left. Zombie with a very crucial save will now need to clear this ball to force the overtime. However, Eagle does not want this one seeming to drop. They want to win it in regular time, but that will not come to pass. 3-3 overtime. Free Rocket League in Game 2.
Gotta think that the Rocketeers' pulse is just racing, and no, not like that. Honestly, this is probably the desired result because, you know, a Hammerheads victory here would have all but secured the Rocketeers to be out of the playoffs. So, you know, now we have another game to go before that is honestly truly desired, but just I can't call that calculated from Slurpy Snail. That was just, he put everything on the line and he just threw his body into that 50-50 and it happened to turn out perfectly.
And Slurpy Snail going out doing what needs to be done. 4 goals in that one. Wins them the game nearly single-handedly. Having a back-to-back Player of the Week type performance from him. And, you know, it's always fun to see former teammates, especially, you know, teammates as fantastic as Slurpy Snail and Billy Bob playing against each other. And, you know, it's really interesting to see how Slurpy Snail has stepped up in a big way with his team and his supporting cast around him, able to take advantage of whatever little opportunities they were able to have in that game. Now, just scrappy as ever, trying their darndest to get into the playoffs. 1 game away now from getting closer to securing that. And the Hammerheads, you know, how much is it in their minds to ruin that chance for the Rocketeers?
You know, honestly, I don't think that that's really in their heads. I honestly think that their main drive, their main motivation right now is just proving that them being eliminated from playoff contention wasn't a factor of, or wasn't a product of them being unworthy of it. I think that they're gonna come out here and they're gonna show that, hey, you know, barring some lucky or unlucky plays, so to speak, that could have been us. And I think that's about it. RL Zombie is trying to assure his team's position with a 50-50, unlike that which we have seen, to give his 3 Rocketeers the chance at the sweep. No, I think that the Hammerheads are out here to play Rocket League. I don't think they're out here to, you know, to ruin anybody's hopes or dash anybody's dreams.
And now, speaking of dreams, Slurpy Snail up in the air with a lot of space, a lot of boost, trying to get the air dribble in, unable to collect on the highlight thanks for a good defensive effort from Eagle, one of the most prolific defenders in the league. Not easy to get one up on as this ball will now float on the side in the corner of the Hammerheads. Clearing away is Billy Bob. Collecting now is over. He's sending it mid to his teammate Zombie. Now has 1 goal. Tries to find another. Able to blast this one over the defense. Zovri puts a shot on net. Eagle now able to get the save. Keeps this one away. Now keeps control. Zombie, however, disrupting the push. Keeps the ball in the offensive half. As now the Rocketeers will continue their offensive onslaught, which has been deadly to this point. And it continues to be Zombie to Zovri gets the goal. Boy, I've never seen so many Z's in a game before.
And honestly, I credit that entirely to Zombie. He put that in a, in an unsavable position for the Hammerheads. He got past the entire defensive line and put it just floating in front of the goal line for Zabri to finish off.
It just really goes to
Truly
show.
spectacular.
It really just goes to show how dangerous these Rocketeers are. They have so many weapons. We've seen Slurpee doing what Slurpee does. Hashtag snail speed. However, he has not been an offensive force thus far. However, that almost changed with an amazing pass. What a touch from Billy Bob now, sending this one downfield. Not a lot of boost. Slurpee Snail from nearly nowhere gets the save, however, and a great defensive effort keeps them in a 2-goal lead.
And Billy Bob just can't get to that in time to perform the shot on net before it hits the net. It's you've got to think it's frustrating for them. They're just putting everything they can into their offensive push, but the Three Rocketeers defense is just impenetrable, it seems.
It truly does, as they always have a man back in net, and it really just speaks volumes to their rotation as a team and their communication. Here, speaking of which, you see a bit of a miscommunication, allowing Zombie to find a shot on net. Eagle, however, in a good position to save. Slurpee Snail puts a shot on net, lazy and easy to save. Billy Bob now able to get that clear. Zovri, however, sending it right back, put it high off the backboard, trying to shoot a Slurpee Snail, Zombie, however, unable to get the read. Slurpee Snail keeping it on the offensive half for them. Billy Bob having other ideas, however, as this one will be an awkward shot from Eagle, unable to find the angle. However, now Night Leaper able to force it in somehow, some way to get his team back into this one. Now only down 1.
Night Leaper of all people just muscles it into that net. You wouldn't think somebody of that low MMR has that much chops to put it past Eagle, but he proves us all wrong and endangers that Three Rocketeers playoff contention.
You can definitely tell Night Leaper has been doing his push-ups after that one. Slurpee Snail now sending this one. Thought we'd play it slow. However, Slurpee Snail saw a bit of a window that I guess we did not. And ladies and gentlemen, he popped that one top shelf, top cookie, where the kids can't get it.
And that's that's good that you mentioned that, because we've got some new Twitch some new Twitch emojis and logos coming down your way, so make sure you guys are keeping up to date with the newest QRLS not only merch, as K1 Killer mentioned, but we're taking every opportunity imaginable and possible to allow you guys to express yourselves in whatever means necessary, not only on the Discord but on the Twitch as well.
Absolutely. Now Billy Bob powers this one past through the defense. Slurpee Snail, good defensive position to send this one back down. Collecting into the corner will be Eagle now. Has a lot of control. Has the full boost. Zovri, however, having other ideas. And a double clear over to Eagle. Eagle sends this one to the net. However, Slurpee Snail there yet again. And oh my! Billy Bob, though, able to muscle this one in himself. And the Rocketeers are not giving the Hammerheads easy goals. The Hammerheads are truly forcing these through. Desperate to keep themselves in this game with only minute 21 left.
Not just over anybody, but over his former teammate and QRLS champion Slurpee Snail. Billy Bob just puts the hammer down and lets them know that they're not just going to sit idly by and get swept just because they don't have a playoff contention. What an impressive performance.
Indeed. Now Night Leaper trying to find a weird angle, unable to get the shot toward net. Zombie now, the other rookie on the field, collecting this one, sending it downfield. Billy Bob sending it right back. Eagle able to get the bump to try to get this one cleared, but Slurpee Snail somehow able to see that. Zovri putting a shot on net. Billy Bob collecting. Night Leaper setting down. Tries to find Eagle. Able to get it over the defense now. Has a chance. 40 seconds will tick away here slowly but surely. As Slurpee Snail has yet another shot on net. An amazing save, but it's all for naught. Slurpee Snail picks up yet another goal in this matchup.
Coming off an unfortunate clear from Billy Bob, followed by an unfortunate save from Night Leaper. Not often you get to say that. But Rocketeers, the pressure is just insurmountable. They really aren't letting up, even in the last 45 seconds of this game.
Insurmountable. That's a $5 word right there, ladies and gentlemen. As Zombie sends this one away with only 25 seconds left on the clock. It is all but a QRLS miracle now. Slurpy Snail somehow finds a shot on net. Billy Bob somehow finds the save. Answering right back. The big boys playing some Rocket League here. Centering is Zombie. Unable to get the shot off was Zovri as yet another one goes off. Zovri trying to find another highlight play off a weird backboard. Reed, a big 50 coming from Billy Bob, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. The Rocketeers pick up the sweep they needed against the Hammerheads. Slurpy Snail against his former teammate Billy Bob, showing up on top in this one. Back to back MVPs for his team. Pulls the sweep that they needed. What a matchup we got to see here, Masa.
What an absolute performance from Slurpy Snail these past 2 weeks, not just tonight, assuring his Rocketeers at least a chance tonight. Now they just need hopefully a sweep from the Gold Diggers to ensure their spot in the playoffs, but not even remotely unlikely or impossible, as Will Six is not to be denied. But what an impressive showing we've seen from these Rocketeers and Slurpy in specific.
No doubt. Slurpy Snail doing what we like to call putting on an absolute clinic of Rocket League right now. Everybody take notes. This is how you play. Consistent and quick. Hashtag snail speed coming from that one. Speaking of snail speed, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the stream here very quickly and be back quick as you like, because we have another big matchup coming at you really, really quick. In that one, we will be seeing the Kings taking on the Speed Demons. You do not want to miss out on this one. A lot of sparks will be flying. Trust me on that. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We will be right back.